Well, good morning, and thanks everyone for coming out today. This is a very exciting day. For those of you who don't know me, I see a lot of familiar faces out there over the last 3 years. It's been a great process working with all of you. My name is Nick Over. I'm the Vice President and Director of Development for RPAI, and been working on this project since the inception, and I'm very excited to bring it to fruition. You know, today is not only a groundbreaking, it's also really the launch of a new brand and a new vision for what we're going to call Circle East. So you used to know it as Towson Circle, you used to know it as Towson Square down the street, now, or you knew it as the hole in the ground, right? For those of you that live here in Towson. So above us, we're going to be creating, with our partners Avalon Bay, 370 multifamily units and 35,000 feet of retail that'll face onto Joppa Road, and then we're going to redevelop the old Hutzler's department store across the street with all new street-facing retail, all new streetscape, plantings, really trying to create a vibrant, walkable place for Towson. And then we're also going to combine it with our existing asset, Towson Square. So altogether, really think this is going to be a great place for Towson. I would like to, one quick thing too, we also have this great mall right behind us that also helps to drive a lot of traffic for this center. And I have to say, give a special thanks to Lisa and her team at GGP. They've really been great to work with, and we really couldn't have done it without them. And they're also doing a lot of great improvements over there. I think she told me they've used 1 million gallons of paint to redo all these garages and add park directional signage. So a lot of great things, not just with our site, with Towson coming to the Circle. So couldn't happen, this vision couldn't happen without the vision also of the jurisdiction of the county. It's been just a great experience working with everyone here in Baltimore County. I'd like to recognize the county executive, Kevin Kamenetz, our local council member, David Marks. I don't think he's here, but Arnold Jabalon and Jen Nugent have been just... Oh, he's there. Been great. I haven't seen him yet, so they've been great to work with throughout the process. It also takes a great team of consultants, and you know, one of the things that I really believe in, we believe in as a company, is to touch the community. You have to have a local touch. So we've hired a lot of great local talent to help design this project. I'd like to recognize some of the team here. Bowler Engineering has an office right down the street here. BCT, Pedro, he lives in Towson here. David Karczewski with Venable, Ashton Design that helped come up with our brand is located in the city of Baltimore as well. So really takes a collective effort. I forgot Gary Greenbench. I'm doing for you, Gary. So we're really excited. There's a lot of significance with this site. As you can see over here on the wall, we kind of went back on Google and found some images from Towson and what it was, and this Hutzler's department store really started. It was an economic engine for Towson. It was built in 1952, and it's still here today, and it's had a lot of different lives. And I think now we're going to rebuild it, and it's really or we're not going to rebuild it, we're going to redefine it with the existing building. And it's one of the things that's interesting about this project is every time I meet someone from Baltimore County and I tell them I'm working on the old Hutzler's department store, I see this look in their eye, and it's like, all right, here comes the story of when they used to go there as a kid with their aunt or their grandmother and what they used to do there. So I really have got that feeling, and there's a real sense of pride with what we're going to do, bringing this building back to life for the community. So we're thrilled to bring this project forward. It's going to have about 240,000 square feet of retail when you combine it with the existing Towson Square next door. We hope to bring a great eclectic mix of national and local retailers and really create a walkable downtown for Towson. And with that, I'd like you to join me in welcoming the COO and Chief Investment Officer of RPAI, Retail Properties America, Shane Garrison. Thank you.
Smidge taller. Thank you, Nick, and thank you to all of our development partners who have helped us get to this point today. One of our goals at RPAI has always been to create lasting generational assets that are really driven by the quality of the real estate, but also by the quality of the community that those assets live in. And Towson East is no different. And today we celebrate the beginning of what we hope is a successful community venture that will set the stage for the future of Towson. And most importantly, I'd like to take a moment to really thank those people that have been really instrumental in getting us here today. Starting with Baltimore County Executive Kevin Kamenetz, County Councilman David Marks, and lastly, but certainly not least, Martin Howell and his team at Avalon Bay. And on behalf of RPAI, I am proud to be investing in this community and hopeful that our investment serves for others to do the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. So when we came with the vision to build multifamily here and add the density on top of the retail, we knew that we are Retail Properties of America. That's what we stand for. We're great at retail. We're great at the ground floor. But we needed a best-in-class multifamily partner to deliver something great above us. And with that, we were really lucky to bring on board Avalon Bay, who really is second to none in the multifamily division. And I'd like you to welcome Martin Howell to the podium.
Thank you. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for having us here and welcome this beautiful day. I guess I just wanted to say, with Avalon Bay, as a director of Avalon Bay, I have an awesome job. We have the great opportunity to look at many great real estate investment opportunities coast to coast. In the Mid-Atlantic in particular, we get to see all kinds of communities that we get to develop as well as our competitors get to develop, and we get to see how these places become special and become special parts of the community. We have an awesome responsibility to invest our shareholders' money diligently and wisely, but also awesome responsibility to the communities that we work in. Thinking back over the last 3 years when we first got to meet the RPI folks, and they were so nice to invite us into this development opportunity and let us help take the reins, control of this thing, and develop this community. I think we started to learn, a few things started to resonate on this project. First, we really learned that the RPI folks were not only very passionate about their real estate investments and using their money wisely, but they also were very passionate about their designs and their opportunities to create special places. And that has come through in the last few years as we've been working on this site collaboratively on this site. Secondly, we learned this site is a very unique site, as well as a unique community, but it's a very unique site. I mean, as Nick said, I don't think there's a week goes by when we say, we got an opportunity to work in Towson, and people go, where? And I go, yeah, that funny shaped hole in the ground right there at Towson Circle? They go, oh yeah, for sure. They know it. And the same thing. They start telling stories about what this location means to them in Towson. And then, and finally, we began to learn the great history of this site and the great history of Towson, and start to really appreciate how this building and this investment is going to be really the next chapter and an opportunity to create something special here, and really not to redevelop or not to change, but just to add to a fabric and add to something that's going to be really great. So to that end, and on behalf of the investors at Avalon Bay, I really would like to thank everybody that helped get us to this point and literally on the lip of the cup as we start this great development, and particularly County Executive Kamenetz and Councilman Marks for their steady leadership and support, the great planning staff and inspections group here in the county of Baltimore County, as well as our team members, consultants, and engineers at Bowler Engineering and architects at KTGY, as well as the many other consultants that we've used to date to get to this point on this really fun but also very complicated project. And finally, you wanted to thank the community that came out, supported us, and advised us and talked to us as we were going through the entitlement process on this. And we just want to say thank you to them, and thank you for trusting us, Avalon Bay and RPI, in this investment. And we look forward to getting to work and creating a great community. So thank you.
Thank you, Martin. Next, I'd like to introduce the County Executive, Kevin Kamenetz.
Well, good morning, and first let me thank Nick Over and Shane and Martin for believing in Towson and making a significant investment here. This is really an iconic location, so as you heard, it was the site of the first Hutzler's location in 1952. Significantly, it was the very first suburban department store that had left the downtown area when this was built. And they picked this location, but they didn't make this location. This location was actually the site of of Ezekiel Towson's Tavern, dating back a couple hundred years before then. And that was the place where someone on their way out the old York Road could stop and have a drink and a meal and rest their horses on their way further along the trail. Today we don't have horses anymore, but we do have police officers who ride around on occasion on segways. That's as close as we come to it. But it still is that the center of Towson. And this project will really be a game changer because, first of all, it marries two great entities, RPAI and Avalon Bay, and we know Avalon Bay because they just completed a successful project at Hunt Valley Town Center and great quality work. And RPAI has a nationwide inventory of products, and I was really pleased to hear products that you hold on to, legacy projects. I think this is going to be that trendsetter. We call it Towson Circle, Towson Square. Now it's an L-shaped Towson L. So Towson East is really going to be something that is going to add that walkability that we want in Towson, have young people, older people, opportunities to live here, work, and shop. It really is going to be this energizer that will, once again, make this the epicenter of downtown Towson. So we thank you for your investment here, and we are really looking forward to completion of this project. Thank you.
Thank you. And lastly, I'd like to introduce Devin Marks, Councilman.
Well, thank you. I'm honored to be here today, and it's been a pleasure working with the developers in this project over the past 3 years. As the county executive mentioned, the area where we stand today is one of the oldest parts of Towson, and it is fitting that we gather here right now to start a project that will be another important part of Towson's history. You know, downtown Towson has come so far over the past 7 years, but the redevelopment of this critical intersection really is a key element as we move forward. Downtown Towson cannot be a place that empties out on the weekends or weeknights. Our restaurants and other businesses need residential development, and Circle East helps provide that. These are just not empty words. Last year, Retail Properties of America actually organized a field trip for community leaders to Fairfax County, Virginia, and they were able to see a similar property and how it has impacted that area. And because of that field trip and subsequent conversations, we were able to move forward in this project in a very collaborative style. I see here the presidents of the 3 stakeholder organizations in Towson, the Towson Chamber of Commerce, the Greater Towson Committee, and the Greater Towson Council Community Associations, and all 3 of these organizations supported this project. And I think it's because of that collaborative style that the developers showed from the beginning. The new streetscape along Joppa Road will beautify a key gateway into downtown Towson. And I especially want to thank RPIA and Avalon for their work on the upcoming restoration of the Wayside Cross, a key open space area to the south. I want to thank David Karseski for meeting with me continuously about this project and the work that the County Council did to advance it. In short, this project is truly transformational for downtown Towson. I look forward to its completion, and I want to thank all who have helped make today possible.
Thank you. I forgot about that field trip. That was fun. In the future, hopefully, I plan to have field trips coming here because there's really there's going to be no project like this. It's truly unique in its design and what we're creating. So thanks. I would just, again, like to thank everyone in Baltimore County. It's just been a pleasure working with you. Not, $6.95, maybe not so much a pleasure, but coming from Virginia all the time, but it really has been a pleasure to work with everyone here, and as we continue moving forward, this is just the beginning, and we look forward to bringing this through to completion and delivering a product that is just unprecedented in Towson. Thank you very much. And if I forget, I'm going to get in trouble to say, please visit our website, which we just launched today as well. So it's www.circleeast.com. So find all the new happenings and events that are coming to this great place. Thank you. And there's lots of food over here from Cunningham's. Thank you to Cunningham's.